Hello everybody, this is Shayan. Today in this video tutorial, this is my first ReactJS tutorial. React is a front-end library based on JavaScript. In this tutorial, what we are going to learn is we are going to learn how to make this responsive, stylish image gallery by using ReactJS. When you click on any of those images, you can see the big images show their title of Shayan image on, and you have description of this image. Okay, you have a button with cut. Okay, once again click on another image, you can see the title is changed to Shayan image 2. And one more thing, this is totally responsive. Just click on this inspect element, you can see. For now I just added 4 images. You can add lots of images you want. Okay, enough talking, let's start. At first, go to ReactJS official website, that is reactjs.org. From here you can see, just click on this start. Okay, create new React app. At first, this is for this tutorial you need to know basic of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You don't need to anything about React.js, because in this video tutorial I will try to explain everything from scratch. Okay, or otherwise if you have little bit knowledge of React.js, that's totally fine. It will help you. You need to install Node.js. Okay, go to Node.js official website. From there you can download Node.js current version or LTS. Open PowerShell, POWERS. Right click on it, run as administrator, cd // okay, cd uac user, name of your computer, Sion for me, desktop. Okay, dir, let me show all the files. Okay, here we are going to create a React app. Okay, once again go to React.js official website, just copy this line and paste it here. The last one, this my dash app, this is the name of our app. For now we are going to change it to image gallery. Wait until the process is finished. Okay, if you want to learn web development or web design, then what you can do, the Freak lesson, search for the Freak lesson on YouTube. From here you can find a channel, that this is my channel. You can go to playlist. From here you can see different playlist I made for you. You can learn Node.js, HTML, CSS by using mini project. You can learn Node.js backend programming. Okay, you can learn web designing. Okay, you can learn different framework like Bootstrap, Semantic UI, Materialize CSS. You can learn about Linux command, or photo manipulation. That's extra for you. You can learn it. Or if you want to learn full stack web development, then you can follow my tutorial, because in future I will upload more and more videos on that. Okay, it will take few minutes to complete the action. After that it will give you some suggestion. You can see npm start to start development server. There are different kind of commands you can find from here in the desktop. Remember, we name our project to image gallery, so we need to go there, cd image gallery. Now we are going to run that command, npm start. Okay, it will take few seconds to start. You can see for the first time when you run our development server on localhost 3000. Here you can see this will give you by default by React.js. Okay, we need to change everything from here, and we will build our UI by yourself. Okay, for this video I will use Visual Studio Code. If you use any other text editor, that's totally fine. Open your Visual Studio Code. From here, go to File, Add folder to the workspace, go to the desktop, image gallery, and add. We want to add the folder. Inside this folder, we have a folder that is source. Here we are going to make another folder that will be component, because ReactJS is a component based library, so we are going to make everything as a little component of this website. Okay, here we got few files. That first one we are going to looking for is app.js. From here you can see lots of code they given. Don't worry, I will explain everything. Delete everything except this root div element, because inside this div element we are going to write everything of our website. Okay, now what we are going to do, go to index.css. Here let's change little bit of style. We don't want any padding, just write p0 and tab. If you are using Visual Studio Code, this shortcut will work for you, otherwise not. We don't want this font family. app.css, remove all of them. We are going to delete the logo.svg from here. In index.js, you see this is our main folder. From here, by using React DOM, we are rendering our app. This app is coming from this app. Okay, this app is coming from here. Just control and click here, you can go to the app.js. This is what we are writing, but we are rendering from index.js app. Okay, and we are rendering to our root id that is inside our public folder, public index.js. You can see that this is a HTML code. From here we just they just made a root, and in index.js we are selecting this id, and inside this id we are going to render our app, that is this. Okay, in our app.js we made a function. Okay, that is app return something. The return code will be JSX. You think this is HTML, but it look like HTML, but it is not. It is actually JSX. Okay, in HTML you need to write code, you need to write a class like this, but in JSX you need to write class name. N is uppercase, you see. Okay, inside inside here what you can do, just give a h2 tag, but it has lots of similarities between JSX and HTML. Okay, h2, this is JSX. Just delete this line, save it. You see it's showing this is JSX. Okay, but now what we are going to do, inside this components we are going to make few files, new files. First one will be images dot js. We can write js or jsx, doesn't matter. I'll go with jsx, ng jsx. Last one will be lrgimg dot jsx. We can write everything here, but we need to separate by different components. What we can do, we can manipulate all the components, and we want to render inside our app.js. Okay, at first let's add a class based component. Okay, inside images.js we need to import something. Just write import react comma first bracket component. Here you see when you write component it will give you the automatic import, but we want to write by ourselves from React. We need to give an second bracket. Okay, here it is. Below this we want to declare a class. Class name will be same as the file name. File name is images. Okay, just write class images, extends, extends component, because we want to use our React component in this image class. Okay, let's make it uppercase. All names should be start with uppercase, because this is a class based component. Okay, you can name it anything, lowercase or uppercase doesn't matter, but it is the rule. Okay, now let's change the class name images. Here we need to declare a function render. Declare render curly braces, parentheses, curly braces, and we want to return something to the render function. Okay, return, the return thing will be our JSX code. Here what you can write is 3 tab. Below this class we need to export this images class. Okay, just write export default images. Okay, now we need to import that images inside our app.js in order to render it here. Import images from quotation dot / component / images. We don't need to give js.js because all of the files are js, so it will automatically recognize what kind of file it is. We can declare an element inside our app.js, because this is only the root element, like this. This will be now an element tag. Okay, / when you save it, open your browser, then this is the magic. This is coming for images.jsx. This is how we can print every element, this image element, this large image element inside this on app function. Okay, now I'm going to delete this line, images.jsx. One more thing, you can't write any sibling inside this return statement. When you do, you see an error. It's saying JSX expression must have on parent element. That means when you're returning something, you need to wrap everything inside on tag. That will be like div or anything. Let's make it dot wrapper tab. You need to write everything inside this wrapper. Okay, to get help in order to write your JSX code, let's install an extension from Visual Studio Code extension. Here just search for React. Here you can find React ES7 React, Redux, GraphQL, just install this one. By using this one, you can write your code super fast or very easily. Okay, in the image.jsx, here I'll just write RCC and tab. It will give us a class with image and extend component. That means whatever we did inside our images, it's also given here just by using one simple command. Let's export it at the below of everything. Just cut it and paste it here. Export default img. You can export it from here. Okay, but I want to make it separate. Delete this div.img ISOLDER. Make sure this class, this name is same as mine, because we are not going to write our CSS code manually. I'll send you the CSS code. You just need to copy and paste, because this is not a CSS tutorial series. This is React. Okay, inside this root div we'll have few more things, and img paste tab. This one will be source of our image. Inside this public folder will create one more folder that will be img. Inside this img folder will add few images. Okay, you can download it by yourself. Inside this image folder I have included 4 images. You can see this is first one, second one, third one, and last one. Okay, the image source will be just the source of // name of the image. This should be img/3.jpg. Save it. It should work now. It's working, but you see this images is too big. So inside our this JSX file we can style our image. Okay, here let's add some style. style is equal bracket double bracket width 800px. This should be inside this quotation mark, single quotation mark. Now write a comma. ACIGST height will be 100% on 00%. This is also should be inside this first quotation mark, and the last one will be transform ROTATE minus 90 degree. This rotate also should be inside this. Save it. This should work now. It's working totally fine. We have rotated the image, we have set the image size, height and weight, but not like this. We will do that later on. For now I just want to show you how to style inside any element inside JSX. Okay, inside ReactJS official website, just click on this component and props. Here you can see different kind of components. The simplest way to define a component to write a JavaScript function. This is a function based component. You can write like this, or this is a class based component. You can see it has a class and with the name of welcome. That is we already made a class based function rendering a component. This is the way, but we'll go with another way. You can read all of them to learn more about it. Now in large image, LRG image, here we are going to make a function based component. Just write import react from react, okay, semicolon. We are going to make a function. This one will be our arrow function. Just write largimg is equal uh, parentheses. Okay, we need to initialize return statement, return. Here we are going to write our JSX code. Okay, here in large image we'll have two bar. First one will be top bar and second one will be bottom bar. The in between them we'll have a image. So bottom bar is for showing the title and details about the image, and top bar is for our control, like when you click on the button in our title bar, for example this cross button, when you click on it, it will be closed our large image and it will show our list of image. Okay, for that let's make a image folder. Just write dot lg dash img dash asldr, press tab. Once again I want to say that I'll include the link of my css so you can download and use it. Inside this public folder we'll create a new folder, that will be new folder icon. I'll include the link of my icon, that is svg icon. Okay, below this top bar we'll have a image. Just write img tab. The source is will be coming from dynamically from these images. Okay, this images file. Below this we will have a bottom bar dot bottom, bottom bar greater than sign h3 dot title plus dot descri description. Okay, here in the title for now just write I have included this const variable, this before this large image. Make sure you have this const variable, and at the end I exported this arrow function. Okay, and in the images I have imported this large image, just like this import large image from. Just write a dot forward slash, it will give you the suggestion. From there just write the name of your file. Now we are going to make a css file inside our components. Just write images.css. Once again I'm saying that you will find the css link in the description below. Because this is not a css tutorial, so you need to import that css file here. Import dot images.css. Save it. Now open your browser. It's saying an error. Okay, it's giving us an error. It's saying this expression should not be empty. So for now let's make it double quotation. Okay, later on we'll change everything. Okay, from here save it once again. Let me show. Oh, it's working totally fine. You see, this is title and this is details of our image. This is coming from img, this folder. Okay, we want to change the title of our project, so go to index.html. It is inside public folder. From here, just write image gallery, and we want to change the background color of our whole website. Okay, so go to index.css. From here, inside the body tag, just write bg tab. The background color will be little bit blue. Okay, what is this color called? I don't know. Okay, let's make it little bit blue. Okay, navy blue. Once again, save it. It's looking perfect to me, but the title color should be white. Okay, let's change it. A, there should be color is white, and the body color also should be white. COLO. Okay, let's see how does it look now. It's perfect. Okay, go to inside this images.jsx. From here we are going to create a constructor. Just write constructor. If you don't know anything about javascript object oriented programming, I recommending you to watch them. Otherwise, I'll try to explain, but you should know little bit basics. Okay, here what we are doing is we are calling a constructor. This constructor, when we will declare this image class outside of this class, when we will declare this class, this constructor action will work immediately. Okay, this is just think like a method, but it is little bit different than method. For example, this is for initializing our properties, but method is for action, or doing anything that is related to action. Okay, state this dot stat. I recommend you to search ReactJS state. Just search for. In state, we'll have a object. Inside this object, we'll create few objects like img img lst image list. This object should be with colon and curly braces. Okay, comma, let's declare another object, that is img style. Okay, here in image list, and another object will be large image, large img large image. Okay, that's all. Now in image list, we'll list all of our image we want to print inside our website. Okay, this image list, let's make it an array. All of them will be a object. First object will be img src image source, single quotation, img where our location of our image 1.jpg. Now just give a comma here, and create a title for this image. Title will be, let's make it details. we are going to just copy and paste them. So let's make some copy, comma, and paste it. Don't forget about this comma. Okay, and before the last one, don't keep any comma. Let's change the image. The second image will be 2. For now, let's work with this 4 image. Inside this render return, we want to print all of our images. Here inside this return, let's make it react fragment, react dot fragment. Okay, if you don't know what react fragment is, it's like a div. Okay, but it is little bit different than div. You can search on Google, just write img. Okay, that's all. But we want to use this property inside this image instead of having this. Okay, so how we can do that? We need to use props here. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. Just write curly braces. In here inside curly braces, just write props dot title. This is for example, this is a variable property we are declaring inside img.jsx. We can use this title inside our images. Okay, inside this img, this should be I, uppercase I. Okay, make sure this name is same as this one. For defining our props, it is very easy. We need a constructor because we are using this img class outside of this file. Img, okay, constructor props, and curly braces. Here just write super mean we are calling our parent. Okay, just how we can see that, just control and click on this super. Okay, control click on super. This is where we are going. This is the constructor we are declaring by using this super. Okay, it's getting a problem that is proper props is not defined. So what you can do, just write this dot props. This means we are using this props property all over the classes. Okay, inside this images, go to images. Okay, we declared the attributes of title. This is from images. Save it and reload the page. You can see the title is come here. Okay, we can change source and all of the attributes of this img. This, okay, we can change p, h2 and img, all of them by this way. Okay, let's do it. This time we are going to change our source. We want to dynamically print it out. For that, just give an curly braces, this dot props dot source. This is the name of our attribute, and let's give the same. Okay, make sure it is same. Second bracket. This time we are going to use this image source from this state image list. This is what we are going to use. So how we can do that? We just need to write this dot state dot image list dot. Now you see this, all of them are function, no properties are showing. So what's wrong with it? Because it's an array. You can see this is an array sign, third bracket. So we can print by using a loop, I'll show that later on, but this time we are going to give an array index of 0, that in the first one. Array, if you don't know, let me make sure that array index start from 0. Okay, 0 image source. Now you can see this is 0 index, this is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, save it, reload the page. You see the image is changed to image 0 index. Okay, now what we can do, we can just copy and paste them below. Copy and paste them below, but we are rendering images. For example, if we have 1000 images, copy and paste 1000 times, and you need to change the title and the index of that image. That is really painful. So what you can do, just delete this 3 line. I have just looked through all of the images and comment it out. I'll write once again and explain to you. Inside this method, just write a let variable image item list. This dot state dot image list map. By using this map formula, we can loop through all of them, and we can use that inside this React fragment. Okay, let me show you how to do that. Just write image. This is the variable we are going to use. This is an arrow function. Print anything or write any JSX code. We need to return. To write multiple line code, you need to give this first bracket button tab. Here inside button we will have few attributes on click. In HTML you need to write on click to action any of JavaScript function, but in JSX you need to write on C with uppercase. On click C with uppercase. For now we don't want any action. Later on we will create a function, and that will be action to click and open with a large image. Okay, the style is equal, background will be colon none, and this should be a comma. Don't give semicolon, this should be a comma. Okay, key should be an unique, doesn't match with another properties. So in our case, every image source is unique to us. Okay, so just write image dot image source. Inside this button we will have our image. Okay, img. Okay, now just write source, change the attributes you want, image dot image source. Okay, that's totally fine. Now we are going to use this image item inside our React fragment. Dot wrapper. Okay, inside this wrapper I'll add some inline styling. We want to write our JavaScript code, so for that we need to give second bracket. We'll declare our image item list inside it. Okay, save it. Styling, just write style is equal this dot state. Here I also made an comment. Just okay, just do like this. Image style, image list con style, and this is the two variable we need. This is the object. Inside this object we have image list con, and the style is display. flex, and this time we need to give 1 second bracket, because the another second bracket we already declared it inside this dot image style dot image list con style. Means something went wrong with return. This is wrong spelling, just write return. Save it once again, reload the page. You can see all of the images are showing. Okay, now it's time to work with our action. When you click on any of those images, it will be bigger. Okay, it will show in the gallery and we'll have a close button in that gallery. Okay, so at first on this variable we have button. Inside the button we have a on click. Okay, here we need to give an second bracket, and above this render method we will create another function. Daily handle click, just write a function of handle click. Okay, this is wrong, this should not be function, because this is a class. You need to write function in perpetual JavaScript, but this is object oriented because we are writing inside it a class. I just want to prevent the default action. E for event, e dot prevent default. Okay, this dot handle action, name of the function. Right click on it, inspect element. Now go to the console. When you click any of these images, this should go. This action is working. Okay, fine. Okay, now we are going to write an if else statement. Just write if this dot state dot image style dot image list con style is equal flex, which is true. Image list con style is flex, display flex. This should be display is flex, which is true. When this is true, it will do some action inside this if statement. We'll change the property inside our state. So this the right way to change our property inside this state. Just write this dot set state. This is a function, and inside this state just give a object sign. Inside this object we can change. Okay, inside this image style we'll have another object. Just give a comma. This time just write large LRG image con style. This one will be display of none, because initially it will be nothing, but when you click on the button it will be display block, and this image list con style will be gone. Just change it inside this set state. Just write image style. Okay, image style curly braces. We are now inside this image style. Inside image style just write image. We can just copy and paste. Just copy it and paste it here, but this time this should be none and this should be block. Before that we need to print our large image inside this wrapper. Okay, above this wrapper just write dot lg dash img dash con. Write the same as mine, otherwise CSS will not work for you. Style is equal this dot state dot image style dot large image con style. Okay, inside it will have the large image itself. Just write LRG image. Here we will have few attributes from this large image. We will print all of the attributes from this state. Before that, inside our arrow function, we need to give the parameter props. Okay, just write. This time we don't need to give anything like this. Okay, props dot title. Change the image source. Now let's change it from here dynamically. So source is equal something, title is equal something, details is equal something. Okay, now we are going to declare another state inside this state. Large image, we already declared it. Here we will have few properties, that is src is blank, title is blank, comma, details is also blank. Okay, now we are printing this large image with everything blank, but this time, so before that just write this dot state dot large image dot not title, this should be source. When you click on this list image and it will action on this function handle click, now we'll work with our large image. Okay, for that we need to loop. Just write object dot values. We want to loop our values from this object. This dot state dot image list. From the image list, when you click any of the images, that value is our object. Okay, value of that object is our object. For each, this is the way we are going to loop. Okay, by using this object dot values, we are selecting an element. We can say that. Now log out few things. Just the right log step element dot image source. Okay, something went wrong with this one click. Okay, we'll fix that later on. For now, just click any of those images. You can see the output. It's showing all of the loop, source of loop. Okay, but in large images nothing is showing here, so let's fix it. Okay, just write here source string is equal, it's a let variable, let source string is equal quotation mark dot dot plus e dot target. We are targeting to our element e dot target dot src source element, and we are converting it to string, and we will slice it to 21. We want to start from 21 character. For example, we are slicing our image from, this is a comment. you know, by using this is a comment, but when you do like this double quotation mark, this is a string, and this string is starting with this L. Okay, this is a 0 index 0, and this O is on 0 1 2 3. After reducing this 21 character, we'll get our source string of our URL of our image. Okay, just comment out this localhost 3000 and just console log by using e.target source. We want to know the source of our image. So when we click on it, refresh the page. When we click any of the images, you can see this is the source. We want to match the source, this image name, with this. Okay, we are excluding this 21 character by slicing from this target source. 21 character is this many character we want to slice, and we want to add 2 dot before that. You see, we are adding 2 dot with a plus. Okay, now what we are going to do below that, we can you can see by using console log source string. Now let's match. If element is equal, when you deploy your website, then what you need to do, you need to change the slice number to your domain number. Okay, how many character you have in your domain, just put it here. Just write element img image source is equal source string. If this is true, when any of the image source will match with our state image source, it will do some action, that is, will change our properties of our large image. Just write this dot act. Remember, our large image was blank, but now we want to change our property from the large image. Just copy the large image. Okay, where it is, search for large image, copy this and paste it here. Now it's blank, but we need to change all of them. Image source will be e.target dot is source. Title will be element dot title. Details will be element dot details. Else if statement, and now write else log line number 74. This should be this. There I made a mistake. Okay, now when I click on this image, it's working totally fine. You see, the title is this is image 2 title, because this is image 2. Details is okay, but it's showing here, the image is showing here on the corner. So to change it, go to large image, this file. Here you see I made a mistake. This source should be Control X, this source should be here. Okay, and this source will be // icon. This is a close icon. Let's remove it for now. Now once again reload the page. It should work perfectly. Okay, it is working. You see, now when you click on this cross icon, it should close our image. So let's work on it. Okay, now go to the large image. Here I will declare another property at the top corner inside our a tag, that is the icon of closing our large image. Just write on click is equal yes props dot close image. This function will come from this image. Will made a function with name of large image close, large ing close. This is also a callback function. Okay, sorry, this is also a arrow function. E, just write e dot prevent, just preventing the default attribute of this function. Now in the large image, just write what was the properties was this should be close. Okay, copy this close and paste it here is equal this dot large large image close. Now here we are going to write the code for closing our large image. So what we can do, we just need to copy these few lines. Here we need to set the state. Okay, paste it here. This time this should be flex and this should be none. We should remove this a step. Okay, in the large image I made a mistake. This should be on click. When you click on this a icon, it will call for these attributes. This attribute close image will be here in the large image. Okay, not twice, it should be only once. Okay, save it. This is the function we made. Reload the page, click any of the images and close it. Now it's working perfectly. You'll see, this is how we made our image gallery. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. Or one more thing, if you broke down anywhere in my tutorial, you can copy and paste my code. The link will be in the description. I think that is very similar, but it may have little bit problem with uh, few names, so you need to rename them. Okay, if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. That's all for this tutorial. See you in the next tutorial.